A warm welcome to my channel Anglopedia. Students, today I'm going to do Merchant of Venice Act 4 Scene 1 Part 4. And as usual, if you like my teaching, please subscribe my channel. We are going to start today from page 125. Portia, and you must cut this flesh from off his breast. The law allows it and the courts award it. So Portia is telling Shylock, you can take a pound of flesh as the law and the court both have allowed you to do it. Shylock, most learned judge, a sentence, come prepared. Now Shylock is very excited, very happy. He's saying, what a good sentence. What a educated judge you are. Come on, be ready. Portia, tarry a little, wait a little. There is something else, this bond doth give thee here no jot of blood. Wait a little, here's something else. As you are sticking to the bond, so the bond has not given you the right to shed a drop of blood. The words expressly a pound of flesh. According to the bond, only a pound of flesh. Exactly a pound of flesh. Take then thy bond, take thou thy pound of flesh. Okay, then stick to the bond, and according to the bond, take a pound of flesh. But in the cutting it, if thou dost shed one drop of Christian blood, thy lands and goods are by the laws of Venice confiscate unto the state of Venice. And if in the cutting of the flesh of Antonio, if you drop blood, then the Venice will take your property, your land, because according to the law of Venice, you are not supposed to go beyond the bond. According to the bond, only a pound of flesh. No drop of blood should be shed. If it is done, your property will be taken by the state of Venice. Grassanio, oh upright judge, marked you, oh learned judge. Grassanio is saying, oh, what a educated judge you are. Marked you, what a learned judge he is. Shylock, is that the law? Is it the law? Portia, thyself shall see the act, for as thou urgest justice, be assured thou shalt have justice more than thou desirest. So Portia is saying, you yourself should see the act, because you had urged the judgment. Be assured you shall have justice more than you desire. Grassanio, O learned judge, marks you, O learned judge. Do you see what an educated judge is? Shylock, I take this offer, then pay the bond thrice and let the Christian go. Okay, I accept your offer. Give me the thrice the bond. That is more than 3 times of 3,000 ducats. Give me, I'll go. And let this Christian also go. Bassanio, here is the money. Bassanio is very eager to give away the money and let his friend be relieved. Portia, soft, stop it. The Jew shall have all justice. So, Jew will get the justice. He wanted the justice, so we are giving him the justice. Soft, no haste. He shall have nothing but the penalty. Don't be in a hurry. Wait. He needed the penalty and we were ready to give him the penalty. Grassanio, O Jew and upright judge, O learned judge. Again Grassanio is saying, what a just judge you are, what a learned judge you are. Portia, therefore prepare thee to cut off the flesh, shed thou no blood. Then Portia says to Shylock, okay, then be ready. Therefore be ready to take a pound of flesh and see that don't shed blood. Nor cut thou less nor more, but just a pound of flesh. Don't cut more or less, but just a pound of flesh. If thou cuttest more or less than a just pound, if you cut more or less than a pound of flesh, be it but so much as makes it light or heavy in the substance or the division of the 20th part of one poor scruple, nay, if the scale do turn but in the estimation of a hair, thou diest, and all thy goods are confiscated. So if you cut little more or less than a pound, should it weigh lighter or heavier by the merest fraction, should scale move even a hair's breadth, you shall pay the penalty with your own life, and your possession shall be confiscated. Graciano, oh, a second Daniel, a Daniel Jew, now infidel I have thee on the hip. Daniel, because Shylock only said Portia Daniel. So Graciano is saying, second Daniel Jew, you only said Daniel. Oh, non-Christian, now you are in a trouble. Portia, why doth the Jew pause? Take thy forfeiture. Jew, why did you stop? Take your penalty. Shylock, give me my principal and let me go. Give me 3,000 ducats and I will go from here. Bassanio, I have it ready for thee. Here it is. Bassanio is very happy that my friend's life is saved. Yes, yes, take the money. Money is here. Portia, he has refused it in the open court. No, he cannot have the money now. Because in front of everyone he refused to take 3,000 ducats. He shall have merely justice and is bond. He needed the justice, we are giving him the justice. And he is sticking to the bond, okay? Let him take the penalty according to the bond. Graciano, Daniel, still say I, a second Daniel. I thank thee, Jew, for teaching me that word. Oh, what a Daniel has come, a second Daniel. Thank you, Jew, for teaching me this word. Shylock, shall I not have barely my principal? At least only my principal? Wouldn't I have it? Portia, thou shalt have nothing but the forfeiture. No, you won't get anything rather than your penalty. To be so taken at thy peril, and that also you take it on your risk, Jew. Shylock, why then the devil give him good of it? I will stay no longer question. Then Shylock, as he was demanding only the forfeiture, he said, may the devil help Antonio. Let him enjoy the benefit of the money. I would not remain here anymore for any further question. Portia, tarry, Jew, wait, Jew. The law hath yet another hold on you. It is enacted in the laws of Venice. Then Portia says, wait, Jew. Again the law has another cause against you. It is declared according to the law of Venice. If it be proved against any alien that by direct or indirect attempts he seek the life of any citizen, if it is proved that any foreigner directly or indirectly wanted to take the life of any Venetian, the party against the which he doth contrive shall seize one half his goods, and the other half comes to the private coffer of the state. If any foreigner conspired against a Venetian person, against whom he has plotted, shall get half of his property, and other half will go to the treasury of the state. And the offender's life lies in the mercy of the Duke only against all other boys. And the offender's life will depend on the mercy of the Duke against all other voice, in which predicament I say, thou standest, for it appears my manifest proceeding that indirectly and directly too. Then again she is saying that in this critical situation, everything depends on the Duke. He will forgive you or not. I say, for it appears my manifest proceeding, according to the clear evidence from what has happened, that indirectly and directly too, thou hast contrived against the very life, because you were openly after Antonio's life of the defendant, directly or indirectly. You in the open court, you were against the life of Antonio. Thou hast contrived against the very life of the defendant. You have plotted against the life of the defendant, and thou hast incurred the danger formerly by me rehearsed. Therefore, you have bought yourself the punishment I told you a while ago. Down therefore and beg mercy of the Duke. So kneel down and beg mercy from the Duke. Grasanio, beg that thou mayst have leave to hang thyself. You beg to the Duke to give you the permission to hang yourself, and yet thy wealth being forfeit to the state, thou hast not left the value of a cord, therefore thou must be hanged at the state's charge. And your property is confiscated by the state of Venice, so not even a single pie is left with you to buy the cord to hang. So for that you ask from the state of Venice to give you the money to buy the cord. Duke, that thou shalt see the difference of our spirit, I pardon thee thy life before you ask it. For half thy wealth it is Antonio's, the other half comes to the general state, which humbleness may drive unto a fine. Now you will see what is the difference between a Jew and a Christian. I have pardoned you. Before you ask me, I have forgiven you. But half of your wealth is Antonio's, and the other half goes to the treasury of the Venice state, which humbleness may drive into a fine, and it is according to the state, if out of humbleness they only take the fine. Portia, for the state, not for Antonio. For state, only if Shylock shows the humbleness, state may only take the fine and leave it. But for Antonio, no, he will have the half of the property. Shylock, nay, take my life and all. Pardon not that. It is better you all take my life. Why are you forgiving me? Take away my life. You take my house when you do take the prop that doth sustain my house. You take my life when you do take the means whereby I live. You are taking away all my property with the help of which I am living. If you are taking away everything, it is better you take my life. Portia, what mercy can you render him, Antonio? Now Portia is asking Antonio, what mercy are you going to show to Shylock? Grasanio, a halter gratis, nothing else, for God's sake. Grasanio is not going to leave now Shylock. So he is saying, he can show the mercy by giving him a rope so that he can hang. Antonio, so please my lord the Duke and all the court to quit the fine for one half of his goods, the other half in use to render it upon the death unto the gentleman that lately stole his daughter. So Antonio says, I should be very pleased if the Duke is gracious enough to forgive him the forfeiture of the half of his wealth to the state, I shall forego my share, which on the death of Shylock will be made over to whom his daughter has been recently married, that is Lorenzo. Two things provided more, but two things, more two conditions he has to fulfill. That for this favor, that we will do him the favor, that will give the property to him now as long as he is alive. To do this favor, he has to follow two conditions. What are those? He presently become a Christian, what he disliked most. Shylock has to become a Christian. The other, that he do record a gift here in the court of all he dies possessed unto his own Lorenzo, unto his son Lorenzo and his daughter. And the other, he must sign a will in the court, now bequeathing all his possession to his son-in-law and his daughter. Duke, he shall do this, or else I do recant the pardon that I let pronounced here. Yes, he has to do it. Otherwise, whatever pardon I have done to him, whatever forgiveness I have given to him, I'll take back. Portia, art thou contented? Are you satisfied? Duke, what dost thou say? What do you want to say now? Shylock, I'm content. Okay, I'm satisfied. Portia, clerk, draw a deed of gift. Clerk, please make a deed, a legal deed. Shylock, I pray you, give me leave to go from hence. I'm not well. Please allow me to go from here because I'm not feeling well. Send the deed after me and I'll sign it. Send the document and I'll put the signature. Duke, get thee gone, but do it. Okay, you can go now, but please put your signature in the document. Bassanio, in Christianity shalt thou have two godfathers. Had I been judge, thou shouldst have had 10 more to bring thee to the gallows, not to the font. Font, you know, children, it is a bowl on a raised platform. When the Christian enter to the church, they touch that to clean themselves. That water they touch. So what Bassanio is saying, to make you Christian, you need two godfathers. If I had been judge, I would have given you 12 godfathers to take you to the gallows instead of going to the font. Exit Shylock. Shylock goes away. Duke, sir, I entreat you home with me to dinner. So Duke is saying to Portia, sir, I invite you, come for the dinner with us. Portia, I humbly do desire your grace of pardon. I must await this night toward Padua, and it is made I presently set forth. Now Portia is in a hurry to reach home before Bassanio and Antonio reaches there. So she is saying, no, I really accept your invitation. I'm very grateful for this invitation, but please excuse me because today only I have to move towards Padua and now only I have to start my journey. Duke, I am sorry that your leisure serves you not. Antonio, gratify this gentleman. Then Duke is saying, I am sorry that you do not have time to spare with us. Antonio, please reward this gentleman, for in my mind you are much bound to him. According to me, you are much indebted to him. Exeunt Duke, magnificos and train. Bassanio, most worthy gentleman, I and my friend have by your wisdom been this day acquitted of grievous penalties in lieu whereof 3,000 ducats due upon the Jew. We freely cope your courteous pains withal. Then Bassanio is saying, most worthy gentleman, for your wisdom, myself and my friend, we got relieved from such a serious penalties only for 3,000 ducats which we had taken from the Jew. So we want to give you for your this kindness, we want to give you some tribute. Antonio, and stand indebted over and above in love and service to you evermore. Will remain indebted to you forever in love and any service you want from us. Will remain indebted to you. Portia, he is well paid, that is well satisfied, and I, delivering you, am satisfied, and therein do account myself well paid. Portia is saying, one who is well satisfied with one's work is well rewarded. I am happy in freeing from enduring. My mind was never yet more mercenary. I feel satisfied. I never thought of any other payment than the pleasure of doing good action. I pray you know me when we meet again. I wish you well, and do I take my leave. I shall be happy to renew our acquaintance at a future date. I will now bid you farewell and wish you all the best. Bassanio, dear sir, of course I must attend you farther. Take some remembrance of us as a tribute. Bassanio is saying, sir, again I am requesting, take a small tribute from us, just for remembering us, not as a fee. I am not giving you as a fee. Against me two things. Grant me two things. I pray you not to deny me and to pardon me. I want two things from you, sir. Grant me two things. I request you, don't refuse me. And for my requesting you, please pardon me. Portia, you praise me far and therefore I will ill. You are going on pressurizing me. Okay, I'll take to Antonio, give me your gloves. I will wear them for your sake. Okay? She asked Antonio, you have the gloves in your hand. Give it to me. For your sake, I'll put it in my hand. To Bassanio, and for your love, I'll take this ring from you. Do not draw back your hand. I will take no more. And you in love shall not deny me this. Then she tells to Bassanio, and as you said, for out of love, I'll take this ring from you. Don't put your hand at the back. I will not take anything else. And you only said out of love, so you cannot deny me. Bassanio, this ring, good sir, alas, it is a trifle. Then Bassanio, as he wanted to avoid this, he said, this ring, sir, it is insignificant, very cheap. I will not shame myself to give you this. I don't want to shame myself by giving you this cheap ring. Portia, I will have nothing else but only this. No, I don't want anything else. Only that ring I want. And now methinks I have a mind to it. And now I think I have a desire to take it. Bassanio, there's more depends on these than to the value. The dearest ring in Venice will I give you. See, he's saying, Bassanio is saying, see, it is not very costly. And the costliest ring of the Venice, the dearest ring in Venice, the costliest ring in Venice, I'll give you. And find it out by proclamation. I'll do the advertisement, public announcement, and the most costly gift I'll get for you. Only for this ring, please don't ask this ring. I pray you pardon me, please excuse me, I can't give you this ring. Portia, I see, sir, you are liberal in offers. Sir, I am saying you are very generous in making offers. You taught me first to beg, and now methinks you teach me how a beggar should be answered. You encourage me to beg, and now I think you are teaching me how a beggar should be answered. Bassanio, good sir, this ring was given me by my wife. Now he comes to the point. He says, sir, this ring was given by my wife, and when she put it on, she made me vow that I should neither sell nor give nor lose it. I got this ring from my wife, and when she gave me, I made a promise. She made me promise that I should neither sell nor give nor lose it. Portia, that excuse serves many men to save their gifts. That excuse helps many. This excuse helps many to save their gifts from giving. And if your wife be not a mad woman, and know how well I have deserved the ring, and if your wife is not a mad woman, she would know how much I deserve this ring. She should not hold out enemy forever. She would not be angry with you if you give me for giving it to me. Well, peace be with you. Okay, be happy with you. Ex-men Portia and Nerissa. Antonio, my Lord Bassanio, let him have the ring. Now Antonio is saying, Bassanio, please give the ring to the lawyer. Let his deserving and my love withal. Let the lawyer deserve it. And my love is considered. Please consider my love. Be valued against your wife's commandment. Consider my desire, and it is more valuable than your wife's command. I'm saved, no? I'm your friend. So that is more valuable than your wife's command. Bassanio, go Grassanio, run and overtake him. Bassanio tells Grassanio, go, run and overtake the lawyer. Give him the ring. He takes out the ring and give it. And bring him, if you canst, unto Antonio's house, away make haste. Tell him to come for the dinner. If you cannot, then meet me in Antonio's house. Come on, run fast. Exit Grassanio. Come, you and I will thither presently. Come, you and I, means Antonio and Bassanio, will go there now. And in the morning early will be both fly toward Belmont. And tomorrow morning we'll go away to Belmont. Come, Antonio. So, the scene is over. Thank you, children, for being with me.